Hello everyone, I'm Lady Nika, you can call me Nika, and today I'll be watching Doctor Who. Yes, it's the same day as the last episode, and we will be watching The Devils. I'm going to pronounce that wrong, so I'm not gonna try. Devil something. Episode number 3. They are counting the Christmas special as episode number 1. Okay. it's a little bit strange, but okay. It is that episode, it's everything. So let's watch it and then we'll talk later. Let's do this. I'm not even using my headphone. Okay, now we're doing it.
Am I boring you, Henry?
Yes.
It's just spit.
Oh, goodness me. What?
What? Harbinger.
Harbinger! Who
What
are you?
the?
My notation is maestro.
But
Maestro.
I am music. Tight.
All ties are cool.
Set them free.
Very weird concept. But okay. Ooh. I thought it was going to be all on the piano. It was going to be. It started a little bit weird. I was like, that's not really. I like that. It's all, a lot. But it will be fun. The Devil's Chord. I already forgot how to pronounce it, but okay.
The Beatles recording their very first album.
Me too.
I could go anywhere, then that's where I'd go.
Yeah. I mean, I'd probably go to their first show or something.
Amazing!
Yes, I was like, why? What?
People always say the Titanic or Mars or Bethlehem, but the Beatles.
Or Robin Hood. 1963. I never really looked at the year that the Beatles started. 1963, the same as the Doctor Who. So that is something I was thinking about for the Christmas special. Is he going to use a different clothes every episode? Because I kind of like the idea that the Doctor only wears this. It's always wearing the same outfit with a little bit of a different coat or a different something. But I mean, really nice clothes so far. Yeah, I don't know that one. Yeah, I guess it's not a song.
Okay.
What for? I'm not good at anything.
Big cellular explosion, maybe it killed her too.
But she was somewhere else. I haven't watched it. But I know he left her somewhere. It wasn't Gallifredo, was it?
Hey, Willie! Thank you.
I really need to find the classics for me to watch.
Bit of luck.
No pressure.
Yeah, nothing. The time kind of stopped in the cafeteria, but okay, let's do it again.
When a girl broke her heart.
Don't leave her, Dad. Doctor, come back. Don't just leave her. Oh. Oh.
You called. Is mine!
Okay, they took all of the music for themselves. Because I was... Oh, that is not good. Oh, that is so painful. Complete silence. Oh. The lady, I was like, she was alive prior to the 20s.
Music.
Oh, not the, no. Not the sweet lady.
Must be part of the Pantheon.
The what? Pantheon? Oh no. Kinda reminded me of the game, the Doctor Who Adventures or something, with the 11th Doctor. That we have, the Daleks changed history. The thing that it could change the Doctor as well because of the... because he was there.
Who
Oh.
trapped my father and bound him in salt. Yes?
Child of the Toymaker.
C'est moi. I said genius. And you might be bright and hot and
Ooh, Paul McCartney is going to do it.
but genius? Oh, honey, I don't think so.
There's a little bit of the Addams Family tune in there, isn't there? Because it's the second time I hear it. I'm not very musical in that I can, you know, get every tune. I just like music in general, but I kind of hear it a little bit. Sexy. Oh, the snow again.
Like who?
The oldest one? On the night of her birth. He can't have been there.
Who was there?
Another child of the Toymaker, maybe?
Enough.
The oldest one. Nice. I do love the violin. What? Oh, John Lennon.
And it feels like the most holy thing on this earth.
Oh, they just had to put them together. Oh.
One who waits is almost here.
The one who waits. Yeah, it undone it, everything like the Toymaker. Right. What a way. How is the kid there? Because the kid was there before the guy found the note, right? Before they arrived. No. Music out of nowhere, but I like it. I love music, you know. Again, like I said in there, I don't understand the theory of music. I'm not, you know, the tones. I can't tell which one's which and all of that. But I like music. So the episode, I don't even know what. My videos are probably gonna have a lot of cuts because I think of a lot of things during the episode, and then I think, oh no, I'm gonna leave it for the end because I don't want to keep talking while the episode is going. And then the episode ends and I forget everything. And then I could remember from the last episode, I came back to the camera a few times and recorded a few more beats now and then because I remember that. And but yeah, what did I thought during all of it? I thought the Toymaker announcement at the end, it was going to be more of a end of the season thing, but it's like episode 2 and it's already there, and it's probably going to be more because of the way that they put it in the end. But yeah, I think that's going to be, and I think that the biggest thing, or probably end of the season, it's going to be they mentioned the one who waits, but the toy maker also said while he was playing with the doctor that it was the one who waits. I think it was the same name for it, that he said it was the only one he didn't face, the only one he didn't play with. There was one day that he was scared of. Even the master, that I think we're probably going to see eventually. Maybe not this season, maybe on the next one. Because this season I think it's probably going to be this toy maker children. I'm thinking there's more than one there. And possibly this one who waits, and there's also, which probably it may be the same one, they may connect in the end, the one that I forgot the name of the alien from the first 60th anniversary special, but when the Meep, right? When the Meep was going away, there was the boss, So it may be the same creature, person. I don't know, or not. I don't know. I don't like to. I do think about it, but I don't search or look after it, because I want to be surprised. There's something, I stopped watching trailers and I don't follow BBC anymore, because I do like watching it, being surprised by it, because I started watching, let's do a little bit of my history with Doctor Who. I started watching Doctor Who, it was 2014, so not that long ago, 10 years ago. Oh my god, yes, kind of a while. But I didn't start it in 2005. I started 2014 with the Ninth Doctor, with Christopher Eccleston, and even though there was all the information on the internet, because I was very new of it, the algorithm of YouTube and all of these others social media didn't send me anything, so I was very surprised by everything. The River song, Missy, everything was amazing. And I love being surprised by that, even though in the episode there's so much, because River, in A Good Man Goes to War, with start the episode with she saying, "Oh, this is my birthday," and we don't think about it up until the end of the episode, when the names start getting translated. We do not consider, I didn't consider for a second. So I do love that bit of Doctor Who, and how it connects, and how there is so much information in the episodes that you only realize at the end, or at some point, but basic point. And I like that, and I end up missing that. What got spoiled for me a little bit was the end of season 10, because I catched up. I started 2014 with the Ninth Doctor, and I catched up in Face the Raven. So Face the Raven was the last episode I watched that was already there, and then I had to wait for Heaven Sent. Yes, I always mix the titles, Hellbent and Heaven Sent, but I think it's Heaven Sent first and then Hellbent. So I had to wait for it, It was the first episode. I had to wait for it, and I was still, not looking for anything, so I wasn't spoiled by anything in it. But season 10, I was already catched up, so I started watching a few reactions. I do like watching reactions because sometimes you miss things and other people saw it or notice it, and I like to have that, and I'm making reactions because of that too, because there's things I noticed and that I like to put it out there and maybe have a conversation on the commentaries. But and then I started, and then YouTube started feeding me things, and now I have to, whenever I see, a picture of the Doctor or something, I just scroll away out of it, because I knew at the end of season 10 that Peter Capaldi was leaving. I knew that Michelle Gomez was leaving. I knew all of it. So when the episode ended, I was like, oh, that's a really good episode. Of the season, not the Christmas special, but at the last episode of the season, I was like, oh, that's a really good episode, and there wasn't much of emotion in it, and I like to be emotion about it, and thinking too much is usually knowing things and thinking too much while I'm watching it. It does affect a lot. So much so that the first episode of season 11 is my least favorite episode of Doctor Who. And it's a really good episode. I love the fact that the Doctor created a screwdriver out of spoons. I mean, when she drops the spoons on the floor, I think she removes it and she grabs on. All I could see was Peter Capaldi on top of a log going, "This is my spoon," And it's such a brilliant episode. But I had seen a picture of the companions, and it was an older guy, a younger guy, and a younger girl. And then the episode starts, and the Doctor didn't even show up yet, and I fell in love with Grace. That's her name, right? Let me look before I say something stupid. Doctor Who, Grace. It isn't Grace. Yes, Grace O'Brien. Yes, Grace. I remember. I fell in love with her, and because she was such a companion, she was like the perfect companion. She was compassionate, because in the train she was talking to a stranger, being all nice, and then things starting to happen in the train, and she's like, looking what's happening. And during the episode, the more the episode went on, the more she was such a perfect companion. So right in that train, the Doctor wasn't even there yet, and I knew what was going to happen to her. And I did not enjoy that episode at all, because I spent the whole episode worrying about what maybe something else is going to, denial. I was in denial during the whole thing. Like, maybe she gets into a coma, because there was no way she was going to let her husband and her grandson to go with the Doctor and not go herself. So I think too much. So I cannot have anything. And the first episode of the 60s, I cried. I should have reacted back then, but I was like, oh, the episode's, it's gone. I don't want to turn on the webcam. I don't want to get properly dressed, because I dress like comfortably. I'm very comfortable at home. So I was like, I just want to watch it. And I cried, because I honestly thought Donna was gonna go, And if I had watched the trailer, I would know there was more. So I would not have felt so much in that episode as I did. And I cried every time Donna was on screen because she is my favorite companion. And every time she, especially when she was having those kind of remembering the doctor, every time it made me so emotional, and I love that. And I don't know why I'm talking about other episodes when we just watched this one, The Devil's Chord. I'm hoping I pronounced it right. I heard it several times during the episode, but that's okay. Let me see what else is in the episode. I just wanted to say that I don't like being spoiled. So if you know anything, if you like, oh, BBC released something that this actor is going to leave for the next, and I'm pretty sure I saw, because YouTube keeps feeding me this stuff, but I think I saw something about the fact that someone is leaving it with just one season, and I'm like, oh, come on, I don't want to know that. So the things I want to say because of all of that is that I don't want to know. So please don't write in the comments if you find out something. Oh, BBC said that this actor is going to leave in a couple of episodes, or that actor is going to show up again, or I don't want to know, because I will think about it during the episode and it's going to ruin quite a lot for me. So I know some people don't care about it, but I do, and please don't put it in the comments. But okay, back to the episode at hand. I was a little bit upset while the episode was going that the doctor put the notes. I was like, yeah, the doctor is not a musician, but he said it was like from the heart, and you know that he put the every note there that came from emotion, from from inside. So I'm gonna be okay with it, and the fact that Lennon and Paul McCartney, they were the ones who figured out that no, this works together, not as one note at a time. That was really good, because they are the genius. The doctor just put his emotion, his soul in there, and then the genius made it into music. So I like that. And in the end, that was really good. I'm sad that we didn't saw the Beatles recording their songs. I knew that wasn't never going to happen, but I would. And I think I did mention while the episode was going that when she asked for that, he was like, oh, everyone wants to go to Mars and everything. And then again with the Spoon episode, to meet Robin Hood, and there's I would want to see the Beatles. That would have been brilliant to see them play. There's the sort of thing I think I'd like to do. And I think if I was able to travel back, I would probably choose something like that. A lot of people think, let's go back and change things. Let's make things better. But if you change things, then we wouldn't be where we are right now, which is not perfect, but it's going. We are growing as humans. And sometimes it doesn't feel like it, because there are still a lot of things happening that we like. Haven't we evolved past that? But when you consider that people were being burned alive not very long ago for mixing herbs, you know, for making tea, for something stupid. And it was, you know, people would go to watch, and we evolved, you know. As bad as it is today is not as bad as it used to be. And so those things make us grow, and we are still growing, and we need those examples to say, to remember, you know, how good we became, even though it's not perfect yet. So changing things is never a good idea, but I would very much like to go in and witness things. I think that's what the Doctor tries to do most of the time, just go and see things, you know, when they were doing, and they were going to do that. They were going to go there and just watch, and that would be amazing to be able to do something like that. Maybe not the recording, because the recording usually, I'm not a musician, but I think that they do it like separately, and it's not as, you know, complete as it is on a show. So I'd like to go on a, not a big show of the Beatles, but on the start when they were doing like bars and stuff. I would like to go on something like that, and maybe witness other things, you know, plays and that would be fun. That will be me with the Doctor, if he ever took me, which he won't, because if bad things started to happen, I would probably run to the TARDIS and hide there. Probably, I don't know. We don't know what we are capable of until we are put to the test. So, Doctor, please. I'm okay with being tested. I'm just kidding. We would be so good. But anyway, so yeah, most of the episode I was a bit lost because of the behavior. I understood it of the because they wanted to be the only music. That's what I get. Maestro wanted to be the only one with music, so they were trying to remove the music from the universe. But it's a concept that I don't get it, because if you love something, if you are part of that thing, wouldn't you want to for it to be everywhere? Because, you know, I don't know, that but you need a villain, so that was part of the villainy, to remove everything. It doesn't make sense to me, though, if you are music, to remove music from everything. It would be so sad. What would you do all alone with all of that music? It's nice to share music, you know, dance with people, and that dancing at the end was so good. I really enjoyed that little, completely out of the everything, but it was nice. I liked it. I think from the story I've already talked about everything. Is there anything else I may have forgotten? The clothes, I talked about it, that I enjoyed the fact that the Doctor always dresses the same, but, you know, as long as he keeps dressing brilliantly as he is, I'll allow it. And I talked about the what I think the future might be of the kids from the toy maker. Maybe this boss who I no idea. What could that be? Oh, and there's the Ruby pest, Who is she? What's going on there? Because she's becoming like very important. I mean, we're talking about a god. A god couldn't remove the music from her. Is she one of the children? Is she one of the children from the toy maker or grandchildren? Because she was like the eldest or the oldest one. Was he there or something like that? Is Ruby related to the toy maker somehow? Because she's way too powerful. And there's snow going everywhere. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. That's a little bit of Good Omens sadness right now. But that's okay. That's okay. I think that's all I have to say about it. I talked way too much about other things that's not even this episode, but there we are. I'm just starting reacting, so I think it's nice that you guys know a little bit more about my what I think about the other episodes and other doctors and companions and all of that. So expect more of this in other episodes if I feel like I need to share. I will share. Am I pronouncing it right? Or I'm pronouncing the name of a musician? I'm sorry, guys. English is really not my main language, first language, mother language. Yeah. I hope you enjoy it. Leave a like if you like it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you.